Welcome back to Vlogmas, guys. Once again, we're at the bus stop, and today we're going to continue on with the Q&A
that nobody asked for.
Yeah, so I saw that a friend of mine asked a bunch of questions after I had already filmed the other one yesterday. So we're going to answer all of her questions.
Guys, I'm out of my comfort zone today.
Yeah, she's wearing like sweatpants.
To most people, that's the only thing in their comfort zone, but that is completely out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
To wear to school.
All right. These are from my friend Christina.
Casey Carlos.
She wants to know, what would you name your boat if you had one?
My boat?
Yeah.
It can buy me a boat. What if I just named it that lyric? It can buy me a boat.
I don't know. I would never own a boat anyway, but I would probably name it like Snickle or Mrs. Snickle. And if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's just my last name spelled backwards. My last name is Snickle. Backwards.
I would name her Cody Fern 2000. The Cody Fern 2000.
The Nimbus 2000.
What's that?
What? And you call yourself a Harry
I'm
Potter
joking.
fan. I was gonna say, girl, if you could know the absolute truth to one question, what would it be?
Oh.
I think there's a lot of things that I want to know,
Same.
but I think I would say, is heaven real?
Yeah, something like that. What's the purpose of life?
The purpose of life, yeah.
Am I going to heaven?
Something like that. That's what I want to know. Is there really a heaven the way we think of heaven? Does that really exist?
What happens
and
when
God,
we die?
Yeah, that's what I want to know, I think.
That's what keeps me up at night.
If you had to change your name, what would be your new name? Oh God, I don't even know. What?
Savannah Ray Fern.
What if you had to change your first name though?
Okay. Bella Cullen Weasley Fern. Bella Cullen Weasley Fern.
You're a dork.
That would be my name.
I don't know what I would change my name to. Like I would have, before I got a new kitten and named it Samara, I probably would have just said Samara.
I look like a violet. I don't know what I look like.
I don't know either.
So yeah, it would be Bella Cullen Weasley Fern.
Change my name to Tanya Reedus.
Tanya Reedus. Tanya
So
Reedus. This sounds like one word. Tanya Reedus.
It does. What are the best and worst purchases you have ever made? God, I don't even know.
Can it be something you didn't purchase for yourself?
I'll just say it in one fell swoop. My house. Like,
That's both.
yeah, it is both. It's like the best because it's going to be paid off like in a year. So, or less than a year. And I'm only 40 years old. So that's the great part of it. You know, we're 40 and we're going to have a house paid off. But it's bad because this neighborhood's getting crappy and it's not the biggest house, it's small. So like if we were to move and buy a new house and we have to start all over again.
Yeah.
So I guess that. I don't know what else to say.
Best and worst. I don't make big purchases, guys.
From all the coffees you bought.
I know, probably coffee is like my worst purchase because I buy it all the time, way too much. And sometimes I don't even really want it, I just buy it. And then but clothes have been my best purchases. Clothes have also sometimes been my worst purchases. I look at some of the clothes I have in my room and I'm like, that is so not me at all. Why do I have that? Like, I've worn it once.
Yeah.
Like, I wasted my money on that. I almost said my best purchase was my Cody Fern pillow, but I didn't buy that. So, shout out to Kim.
What is the dumbest way you have been injured? I think, well, I would have said, like, when I slipped on ice and broke my arm, but that's not the dumbest way I've been injured. The dumbest way I think I've been injured is tripping over the bathroom rug and landing directly on my ribs on the side of the tub.
That's exactly what I thought of.
And so then I broke my ribs. So that was awful. That was the worst.
I have a long list. I've never had a serious injury, but I have a long list of dumb injuries. Number 1, I fell down the stairs riding a dog and fell into my friend's mom.
You didn't get injured, but that was so funny.
I hurt my butt.
The dumbest injury you ever had was being ridiculous in the hallway, jumping up and down right before we left.
I know. I was jumping around for some reason.
Landed on your butt bone.
Yeah. So that was not a good time. We were just about to leave.
Yeah, the entire weekend, we were going to Indiana Beach, and the entire weekend, she was complaining about her butt hurting.
Yeah, and not just my butt, but I also had a canker sore at the time, so I was just, like, not having it.
Yeah.
Another time, I was in the shower, and the shower mat was clogging the drain a little bit, so I was like, why not slide my feet to try to slide the mat? Mat slid right under me, I fell, my back hit I fell in the shower.
When did that happen?
Remember a couple years ago, you came running into the bathroom. You're like, "Why are you okay?"
I don't think I sound like that.
And Dad was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" I also got my eye socket broken by a sippy cup. I also got a hole in my lip from a little tiny toy Polly Pocket house. I also I have a bunch of random bruises on me that I never know where they come from because I just fall all the time.
Same. I always have bruises. I don't know where they're from.
So,
what would the gag reel of your life look like? All our dumb injuries.
My whole life.
The gag reel of our life. Ooh, did you hear that? My stomach.
That was your stomach? It sounded like a motorcycle.
That was loud. I've not eaten yet. I don't know. The gag reel of our lives. Let's see.
Mine would be every time I tried to make a friendship work, every time I talked to someone and tried to talk to someone.
I don't know about my childhood, but my teenage years, all the dumb shit I did when I was drunk. And then my wedding day, the pastor literally forgot to tell everybody you may now be seated. So every single person in the church stood up and stayed standing during our entire ceremony.
The whole time? No. He never realized?
He never.
No one just sat down?
No.
You know what the gag reel was? Them finding out they were pregnant with me.
No.
I came out farting. That's how I pushed myself out. I farted and it went boop.
Oh, is that why I ripped?
Yeah.
And the last one is, what body part would you not mind losing?
My pinky toe.
I don't know. God.
My nose.
Your nose. My hair.
Your hair? You'd rather lose your hair?
I don't want to lose a limb.
Lose a toe.
Lose a toe?
What's one toe?
It keeps your balance.
Well, actually, you know what?
Your balance
She
is
shows
better.
her toes all the time, so she needs all her toes. Because all she wears is flip-flops.
I'll lose the tip of my pinky on my left hand.
That's so specific.
I'll lose... God, that's a crazy question. I don't even know.
I'll lose...
I'll lose my belly fat.
Just fat. That's not a body part. I'll lose my cankles.
You don't have cankles. I don't even
Oh, you know what? I want to lose my armpits.
That's a weird one. What would be there? Just gaping holes?
Yes, I would
Ew.
rather...
That would trigger my trypophobia so bad.
Just put an image in my head of just gaping armpit. Like every time you lift your arms, you're like, woo! And it's like...
I don't know. I don't want to lose any body parts. Oh, wait. I'll make it real simple. You can take my appendix.
Oh my god. Yeah, you could take my tonsils.
I already lost those. I would never want to lose, like, a limb, a finger, a toe. I would never want to lose my eyesight, my hearing. I could never do that.
I'll chop off a bit of your earlobe.
Okay. I was thinking that like 2 minutes ago. Like, just take part of my earlobe, it'll be fine.
Oh, that reminds me of a Divergent. Take a little off the top.
Those were good questions,
They can
Christina.
hit it.
I like those questions.
Yeah!
That changes. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I know, but why did that picture pop up? Why do you have that in your camera? Oh, bye, love you, see you after school.
Oh, bye, love you.
Wait.
You have time. It's so foggy we couldn't see the bus coming.
Hello everybody, today is December 10th, and my mom is adjusting the camera. We're going to be asking some questions, and
Yeah, me and Savannah just did a few of these, so we're going to do a few with Skylar too. One of them was, if you want to know the absolute truth to one thing, what would it be? My answer was like, is heaven real, or what really happens when you die? Like, that's mine.
how'd you permanently be skinny?
Another question was, if you could change your name to one thing, what would it be?
Jack Sparrow. I've got a jar of dirt. I've got a jar of dirt.
You've never even seen that movie.
I know.
Another one was, what's the dumbest way you've ever injured yourself?
By walking. I walked and I sprained my ankle.
In the kitchen, yeah. That is pretty dumb.
So not as dumb as Savannah, though. Remember when she jumped up and landed on her butt?
We were just talking about that!
And right before Indiana Beach?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. She fell in the hallway and hurt her butt. What was another one? Well, I asked you at home, like if you could name your boat anything.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Alright, if you had to lose a body part, what body part would you not mind losing?
Is belly fat a body part?
Oh my god, I said that too! Savannah's like, no!
Can I replace something?
What?
My intestine, like my metabolism, so I could have a faster metabolism, so I could stay skinny.
Oh my god. And what would the gag reel of your life look like?
So, like, just mistakes I've made in my life. Whenever I just do something really cool accidentally, but like I don't have a camera out and no one's looking, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it's funny how some of the funniest things that happen in our lives, they're not caught on camera.
Cause I remember like standing in the living room, throwing a cup, and it landed, it hit the wall, landed perfectly.
Really?
Straight up.
When was that?
By the sink, like a few years ago.
Oh.
That was insane.
Why would you throw a cup?
Because I was too lazy to walk up to the sink. I just kind of like, I wonder if I could make that yeet, and I made it.
Good grief.
I want waffle fries.
Okay, guys, so I just got home from school, and
Don't like it?
I'm gonna do a quick story time because my 8th hour class is parenting, and something happened today that made me so mad, and I thought it was worth putting in the vlog. Mom doesn't know about it yet, so this is gonna be her reaction too. So, I was sitting in class, and
Okay. No.
oh, he coughed, farted, burped. Okay. My friend Mac was sitting next to me, and we were both just working on our projects, minding our own business. You know, I sit in the back of the class, but then, like, behind the last desks are, like, a row of, like, seats, like, rolly chairs facing up against the wall with, like, desks. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the popular kids like to sit back there and hang out to do their work. And in this class in particular, my teacher is really chill and really nice, and she doesn't care that if we have our phones or if we talk to each other, you know, whatever, like, people are always doing that stuff. And these people that sit behind me in the back of the class all the time are super loud, hot Cheeto girls, rude and disrespectful to the teacher, like, always on their phones, and, like, super loud and distracting every day. That's going to be important information for later in the story.
Okay.
So remember that. They are distracting, loud, and annoying, and rude, and obnoxious. So I was sitting there with Mac, and then, so my teacher does this thing where she has, like, a coffee bar set up sometimes for classes, and she was cleaning it up from, 7th hour, I guess. And Mac was like, can I have a cup? And so me and Mac went up there and got a cup. Tanner FaceTimed me during class, and I was like, why not? I'm in a good place in my project. It's fine. So I answered, and he was like, I want to say hi to her. So I let him say hi because he had her before, and she was really excited to see him, like really loved him as a student, like blah, blah, blah. And obviously she could see I'm on FaceTime, had no problem with it. So I sat back down. I still had my laptop out working on my project, but I was talking on the phone, and I was also talking to Mac because we were just hanging out, like chill. And so behind me, there was a girl sitting there, like one of those popular girls, you know, and Tanner was like, she looks nice, go say hi to her. And I was like, no. And he was like, let me say hi to her. Hey, hi. And she goes, I don't know you. And so I turned back around, and I was like, this is why I don't talk to people. And then later, I was talking to him, and she comes up behind me, and I was like, oh, she's gonna ask me a question or something. She goes,
the teacher or the student?
The student that just said, I don't know you, you don't know me.
Said that to Tanner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she comes up behind me and she's like, could you like put earbuds in or something? You're distracting me because you're being super freaking loud. Like, it's annoying. And I was like, well, you guys distract the class every single day, so I'm pretty sure it's not that big of a deal. And I turned around and she was like, God, why you gotta be rude like that? Like, and then they were all like talking behind me, and Mac was like, they need to mind their business. And like, we made sure that we were talking about them, and we made sure they heard.
I feel like if Mac wasn't there, you for sure would not have said that.
And Tanner was there too.
Yeah.
And he was like, I thought she was just going to ask you a question or something. And so I continued talking to him because I don't care. And clearly the teacher did not care. And this girl, the hot Cheeto girl, who I've told you about her before, she's super disrespectful to the teacher every single day. She was behind me and she goes, you really need to turn that off because you are distracting the whole class and everyone's staring and it's embarrassing. You're being super loud. And I was like, no, I tried turning it down. It's not that big of a deal. You guys are loud every single day. I'm just minding my own business. God. And I turned around, talked to Tanner again, and Mac was like, and like, they all started talking about me, like, quietly, whispering to each other, and they were like, oh my gosh, she really needs to stop being disrespectful. Like, she's being super rude, and she's like, really disrespecting me right now. And if my boyfriend were here, she would get slapped, and blah, 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 blah. And
nice boyfriend then.
I know. And they were all talking about me. And so the hot Cheeto girl goes up to the teacher to tattle on me. And one of the girls that she's friends with is kind of more chill. And she goes, oh my God, she's being a Karen right now going to the teacher. She goes to the teacher knowing damn well that she disrespects that teacher every single day. She goes up to her and says, yeah, she's on her phone right now and she's distracting me and it's really like obnoxious. Like, you need to tell her to get off her phone. The girl comes back, sits down, like all proud of herself. Mac is still sitting next to me like, wow, you just got tattled on. And Tanner's like, someone's a tattletale. I made sure she heard that too.
Well, do you think the teacher heard them talking to you and saying...
Maybe. The teacher came back to me to talk to me. And I was like, oh great, she's going to tell me to get off my phone and I need to stop distracting the class. She goes, listen, do you just want to like sit in the front so they won't bother you anymore? Like, you can talk. It really doesn't matter to me. They're being jerks. And if you don't want them to bother you, just go sit in the front and talk to him. It really doesn't bother me at all. And I was like...
Did they hear her say that?
I don't think so. They saw her talking to me and they were like all smiling, like grinning. And Tanner was like, what did she say? And I told him out loud. And I literally made eye contact with them while I was saying it. And they were like... And like they all made faces, and I walked up to the front. Did you say out loud
that she called them jerks?
Yeah, I was like, she said, these jerks, like blah blah blah. Like, if you don't want to be bothered, just go sit up front, and it's literally fine. And I was like, see, it literally doesn't matter. And I said again, I repeated, I was like, they distract this class every single day, and they are always loud, and I never say anything. So why can't they just mind their own business? Like, I didn't do anything to them.
Right.
Like, they always talk, and it's no big deal. But one moment, I'm talking to my friend, and they make it like. They don't do their work anyway. Half of them are failing the class. So I was like, God, it's not like you're trying to focus. Jeez. So
stupid bitches.
I went to the front talking to Tanner, all happy. I kept looking at them like smiling on the phone. And I went to Miss Cigar.
Did Mac come with you
to the front?
Yeah, we were talking, and I went to Miss Adarth just to, like, make sure she wasn't mad at me, and I was like, I really wasn't trying to distract the class. She was like, no, for sure, I know. They're jerks every single day, and they're really disrespectful, and I know that they distract the class, so it really does not bother me at all that you, like, it's fine. That's why I said you can go to the front and talk to him, because it's not, like, it doesn't make me mad, and the fact that they are just being obnoxious about it is, like, also why it's fine with me. It's like, you're okay. And I was like,
that's the kind
damn
of
right.
teacher that you need.
And
yes.
so we were waiting by the door because it was almost the end of the day, and they were all sitting there in the corner, like, looking at me and talking about me, and Mac was like, when they walk out, I'm gonna be like, bitches. So yeah, we left, and that was my drama for today.
That's awesome.
I literally thought I was gonna get yelled at.
Could
too.
you
She was gonna be like,
imagine-
just put your phone away. Like, even if it's not a big deal, like, just put it away.
Could
And
you
she was like,
imagine
yeah.
if you had a different teacher, how they would have reacted?
Oh, they would have been like, it would have been worse. It would have been like, why are you on your phone?
Yeah.
And I honestly, I was thinking I would have talked back too. Not like in a disrespectful way, but I would have been like, they're on their phones right now. They're always loud and distracting.
Mm-hmm.
And the one day I have a friend in my class and a friend that I'm talking to, they're all of a sudden bothered because I have someone to talk to. Like,
Yeah.
shut up, mind your business.
That's so awesome.
So,
Oh, I love it.
the fact that she even knew, she was like, yeah, they're disrespectful every day. Like, it's fine. Just, you can talk to him. Maybe also because it's Tanner and she knows him, but...
I mean, I don't know if it's so much that as, like, teachers aren't stupid. They're aware when students are being rude even behind their backs,
Yeah.
you know?
But the fact that she was petty enough to, as a bad student herself, go up to the front and tattle to the teacher, like, what are we, in kindergarten? Like, oh yeah, she's talking on the phone and she refuses to put earbuds in.
Oh.
And Mac was like, you should just purposely, like, yell to, like, talk to Tanner, just to annoy them. The fact that the actual teacher, too, was like, don't let them bother you, just go talk to the phone, it does not
That's the
matter.
thing. When you're, typically, not always, but when you're a really good student and a good person in class, you can get away with more.
Yeah.
You know, it just goes to
And I
show
wasn't
that.
doing anything, like, really wrong. I had my workout, and I wasn't screaming. Like, if it was that distracting to everyone, she would have come to the back and been like, hey, you're being loud.
Yeah.
But, like, the only time the other students turned around to look at me was when they were all making a scene, and they were like, everyone's staring! Because they can hear you guys, you're being loud. And then I heard them behind me saying, like, she just needs to hang up on him. Like, God, like, why can't she just hang up on him and stop talking to him? That's so annoying. So Monday and Tuesday, there's going to be some problems, probably, but...
Especially, what if you're in that class alone without Mac and without Tanner?
I am going to be in
So
that class
how's that
alone.
going to go?
I don't care. They can shut up.
Okay, guys, so that's going to be...
I was trying to practice choir while you guys were gone, and I think I fried my vocal cords.
Okay, anyway, that's going to be it for this video. My husband and I went shopping tonight, and I thought about vlogging while I was out, but I just didn't. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, poopies.